where is the opportunity? So energy is the one area. So where there is still a lot of opportunities. Minimum is 10%. That means 1800 something. His name should be there in the report.
Okay.
Whoever we want to become accredited, and you should have a minimum basic instrument. The industry are interested in cost reduction. So we can't reduce the manpower. Minimum manpower has to run.
This is a very good information. How to get into an energy consultancy and how to become an energy auditor manager.
Suppose there is 4 papers. So if you pass 3 papers, first 3 papers, 1, 2, 3, so you will become energy manager. All the engineers who are having experience of minimum 3 years.
Okay.
3 years experience in the field. So they are eligible.
Actually, this is the news for the audience. Whoever is seeing this video, the people who are engineers and who are also interested in getting into the energy, consultancy area, it's a good information. Good morning, everybody. So, I am Dr. Alaparthi Sudarshan Kumar. I am the executive committee member of IMCI, which is the Institute of Management Consultants of India, Hyderabad chapter, having headquarters at Mumbai. And IMCA is known for the domain experts from various fields, consultants of prominence are members in that. And it is affiliated to an international body called ICMIC with its presence in nearly 50 countries. Today's main purpose of sitting with Dr. Subramaniam, who is a renowned energy consultant and with a number of accreditations and certifications and more than that a rich experience in the field of energy is with us. And this particular theme for the today is energy efficiency opportunities in India, and it is a part of the series of dynamics of management consultancy. So, this is how we are here, and Dr. Subramaniam is here with us. Initially, before we go further, we would like to know, everybody talks about energy conservation today, and what is the real energy efficiency requirement or market in India, Dr. Subramaniam?
Yes, thank you for inviting me, Dr. Kumar Garu. In India now there is a huge potential in the sense, as per the recent study by the Bureau of Energy Efficiency, there is a potential for almost $560 billion.
Oh God.
Is the energy market. So 560, imagine in terms of rupees, it will be almost 45
in
lakh
India
crores.
or
In India?
India itself. Oh God.
So 45 lakh crore rupees, that is the total for the energy alone. So now imagine that is the investments. Out of that, then energy is saving potential. So saving potential in 1 year, as per the again Bureau of Energy Efficiency, we have saved almost 1,15,000 crores in 1 year alone.
Oh God.
By different activities of by Bureau of Energy Efficiency, like PAT, Perform Achievement Trade, and also standards and labeling, and also by implementing energy auditing, monitoring verification, various activities. So that too by the only few energy organizations, energy intensive organizations.
Nodal body for energy management is Bureau of Energy Efficiency in India?
Yeah, Bureau of Energy Efficiency nodal agency. Under that again there is a SDS, that is state designated agencies. So there are almost 28 state designated agencies, each state. So
which comes under the BE.
Bureau of Energy Efficiency. So they will be implementing all these whatever schemes.
Okay.
So they are implementing, and they are mostly funded by the Bureau of Energy Efficiency.
Okay. And everywhere we are hearing about the energy efficiency, because that is the most vital thing they say. But in Indian in context particularly, what do you think? Because you have seen the industry, you have been in the field for a long time. What is the need for energy efficiency, particularly the post-COVID era and new normal? What exactly, why people should go for energy efficiency studies? Because they are having many other problems in running the organizations. So can you just throw some light on that?
Yeah, because now we have a target. So our earlier target is by 2030. By 2030, we should able to reduce our carbon emissions by 45%. We have to reduce.
Okay.
So that is very not far away, already in another 7 years. So by 2070, we should be carbon neutral. That is net zero. We have to become net zero. To
Okay.
achieve that, there is a targets already. So to meet that requirement, meet the requirement, we have to reduce wherever possible.
Okay.
So there is no other option.
Oh.
So we have to do it. So that's why for all the industries, all the not only industries, even the household and different sectors like agriculture sector, then the building sector, all the energy intensive industries, all has to reduce their energy emission. There is no other option. And we are maybe going for again carbon trading.
Okay.
So it want
Here
to be,
one small question, Dr. Subramaniam, is zero carbon emissions and all when you people are talking. For a common man's understanding actually, is it related to pollution problems mainly or why there has to be, I mean, a target for a zero emissions and a target up to 2070 and something like that?
yeah, because you can see
Global warming and all, whether it is related to any of these?
yes, definitely is related. So because we want to produce say 1 unit of power. So 1 unit of power, you will be spending typically 0.8 kg of coal. So that means imagine that 0.8 kg if you burn it, again it will C plus O2 CO2 carbon dioxide. So you will be emitting so much of we are generating power not only from coal because there is a nuclear, there is a renovated solar, wind. So all put together, there is a emission factor. There is now 0.82. So 0.82 kg of CO2 is emitted per every unit of. So where is that CO2 goes? Because we have a generating almost 3.5 lakh megawatt of power. We have an installed capacity, and
but that is only through thermal power.
Thermal power, I am not talking about only the power generation. Apart from there is captive power plants. So each industry has a captive power plant. So there also fuel is consumed. So all put together, so much of CO2 is. So it is almost 3.4 billion tons of CO2 is being released every year in India alone.
Okay.
So where this CO2 goes? This CO2 goes to atmosphere, and it will not stay back in India. It can go to any direction, whichever windy direction. So it is creating a global problem. That global problem is global warming. So it can go to either US, it can go to US, UK, or Germany, or anywhere. So it is our emissions going elsewhere, creating problem.
Like that radiation problems, they can go across
so
the world.
Globally temperatures are increasing. So globally temperatures are increasing. So you want to become reduce the temperature, global temperature, to bring it to say 1.5 degree less.
Okay.
So for that, all our efforts are going on. Suppose maybe 2030 or even by 2070. So we want to reduce. So that means we have to start every country. Now there is a targets. So like COP, now going to be
targets fixed by the international bodies or country specific it is.
Yeah, it is a country specific because fixed by there is a COP conference of parties. So they are meeting and they are deciding. So each country how much should reduce. So because we are almost now the fifth economy and we are going to now it is we are now 3 trillion economy. You maybe want to go to 5 trillion.
Yes.
So, and even emissions wise also we are third.
Okay.
First is a US, second is China, and now it is India is the third. So
on the higher side.
So our though our per capita consumption is less, but if you see because our population, so that is in absolute terms. So we are third. So what we have to reduce it. Otherwise, we have to face the consequences of meeting the international norms, whatever.
Okay.
So already committed. So to meet that requirement, now various activities are going on.
Okay.
So First is we have to make a carbon assessment. So how much really we are emitting. For that, again, some studies has to be done. So for that, now government is coming out with accredited carbon verifier.
That itself is the certification.
Certification going to be there and accreditation going to be there. So if there is a huge requirement of consultants.
Okay.
So all for different sectors.
Okay.
So we had to empanel again. So we had to empanel with the Bureau of Energy Efficiency. So there is a huge requirement as these sector experts and also verifiers and also certification, and finally there is going to be trading.
Okay.
So people want to get some incentive also. Now what is the present is going on is the PAT, that is perform, achieve and trade. So this scheme is going on. So already we have PAT 1, PAT 2, PAT 3, PAT 4, PAT 5, now PAT 7 is going
on. It is decided by BE or Ministry of Power?
Yeah, because B is under Ministry of Power.
Right. Okay.
So they fix the targets. Okay. BE will fix the targets and all the, it is like a gazette. So you have to implement. Otherwise there is a penalty clause. So if you implement and saving, there is energy saving certificates as on today.
Okay.
And those certificates are tradable.
Okay. Here one question is, you said already some things are mandatory in connection with the carbon saving and all. Actually, the energy efficiency area when you are taking, there is, huge group of consultants mainly working in energy efficiency today. And what are the real opportunities for them, and how far this consultancy in energy efficiency is more lucrative in the period to come? Yeah. How can you, in addition to mandatory things?
Mandatories, because now there is almost 1,000 odd industries. For them is a mandatory, and once in 3 years. Once in 3 years they have to get it an energy audit, and that is called MEA. Mandatory energy audit. That report has to be submitted to Bureau of Energy Efficiency and also state designated agency, whichever the state. Okay. So that are opportunity for the consultants. So that is once in 3 years we have to who are empanel. So you have to go through that empanel consultants. So the next is again whether you have really achieved savings or not. So that again we require a monitoring verification.
That is like an audit?
Once in audit is over, again we have to verify it. So verifying again there is need of consultants. So again there is a third party verification. So in case there is a again mismatch or they're not accepting, there is a check verification. So third consultative party will come. So this is one of the apart from this, we want to know there is a implementation. So because we have to reduce so much of savings, suppose roughly say 1 to 2% we have to reduce every year. So to do that, so there is a huge investments, because just like that we can't save energy. Unless we invest. Invest and do action taken.
That's what is the main problem. It is all the states cannot afford.
So we have to prepare action plan. So every company has to prepare action plan for next 3 years and start implementing. So and also report those what is the actually energy saved. So there is an action taken report that also has to be submitted to Bureau of Energy Efficiency. So that again every year. Whereas the action plan is only once in 3 years we have to prepare. Whereas action taken report has to be submitted every year. So there we have to see how many out of, suppose I as a consultant I give say 20 proposals. So all 20 proposals may not be implementable immediately.
Correct.
So they start implementing which is feasible with based on the financial requirement. What is their financial strength? Some maybe without investment, some with investment. So they start implementing. So then again you have to report. So then at the end of after 4 years there is verification. So there we'll know whether suppose whatever target is achieved or not. So if it is achieved, then again the verification will carry out. So in that, so they will be issued energy saving certificates.
Okay.
So energy saving certificate. Suppose that also cost is now 18,402 rupees. One saving certificate cost.
Okay.
18,402. Imagine.
That is depending upon the quantity of saving or?
No. So that is one certificate. That is 1 ton equivalent, 1 ton of oil equivalent is 18,402 fixed rate.
So 1 ton of. Okay. Right.
So you save more. Some companies saved even more, 1 lakh. 1 lakh tons of oil equivalent they saved.
Okay.
So 1 lakh into 18,000, but of course that is higher
Yes,
maximum.
Yes. Yes.
So it may even last time when PAT 1 cycle,
Hmm.
so it went even 200 rupees also. But
Okay.
18,000 went to, so that is not viable. So that's why now they fixed it at 10%. Minimum is 10%. That means 1800 something.
But the saving capacity varies from the size of the organization
definitely.
and the type of the organization also. So here one thing, from whatever you are telling, it shows that the consultant who has to do energy efficiency, I mean, everybody cannot do. So that means for doing so many legal aspects and technology aspects, is there any specification for a consultant to be deployed? Any eligibility criteria
Yeah.
when an organization wants to take?
So one is because now it has to be audit has to be performed by the accredited energy auditor.
Okay.
So accreditation again before becoming accreditation we have to pass the exam, that is certified energy auditor exam.
Oh.
So this is every year is now already now we are going for almost 24th, 23rd or 24th exam.
Every year it is conducted.
Every year. So 24th it started in 2004. So I am one of the first batch, and I am also one of the topper.
Yes.
In
Who are eligible for attending the examination?
so all the engineers who are having experience of minimum 3 years.
Okay.
3 years experience in the field. So they are eligible for if it is an engineer. If it is MTech, then is only 2 years experience.
Actually, this is a news for the audience. Whoever is seeing this video, the people who are engineers and who are also interested in getting into the energy, consultancy area, it's a good information. Please.
So they can once they pass that he will become suppose there is 4 papers. So if you pass 3 papers, first 3 papers 1, 2, 3, so you will become energy manager.
Okay.
So if you pass the 4th paper also, that is energy equipment performance testing. So you will become an energy auditor.
Energy auditor. Okay.
So 4 papers. So if whereas for industry, it has to appoint one energy manager. This is again mandatory requirement. All the designated consumers.
Okay.
He has to invariably they have to appoint an energy manager. So that is again there is opportunity. Whoever become energy manager, so he can work in the industry.
You got a employment opportunity also.
So now, because they can able to employ not only energy manager, energy auditor also.
Okay.
So minimum is energy auditor for the industry. So where for doing energy audit is required. So further certification process is there. Already 23rd exams over, now 24th is over.
Okay.
So will be there. So the people can pass almost. So this is the minimum requirement. And then they go for accreditation. This is certified energy auditor. Suppose you have become a certified energy auditor, and our accreditation again he has to carry out 5 minimum energy audits in the designated consumers. In the energy intensive industries, he has to.
Those reports have to be submitted.
His name should be there in the report.
Okay.
Whoever we want to become accredited, and he should have a minimum basic instruments.
Okay.
And he has to go after 5 audits. He can apply for the Bureau of Energy Efficiency for accreditation. And he can able to appear for the interview. Once he clear the interview, he will become accredited energy auditor. So once he become accredited energy auditor, he can also do his independently. He can able to.
At least this is a very good information. How to get into an energy consultancy and how to become an energy auditor manager. Yeah. Fine then. But once we already take up a energy efficiency study, what are the real benefits the company, is expects to get it? Why should I do at the end? What really the benefit in, only energy saving will be there, but it is related to many of the aspects. Can you just throw based on your experience?
Because if you take the energy cost, after of any of the energy intensive industries, say like a steel, so 65% is the energy cost.
Okay.
So we take another example of cement. Cement industry again there is 60% is the energy cost. So that means if you where is this scope for cost reduction? Because any industry are interested in cost reduction. So we can't reduce the manpower. Minimum manpower has to run. Suppose you want to prepare any produce one product, say 1 ton of cement. So minimum 1 ton of raw material has to go.
Yes.
Similarly with this steel also. So where is the opportunity? So energy is the one area. So where there is still a lot of opportunities.
Okay.
If you see the energy efficiency norms, because we have to produce 1 unit of say 1 ton of cement. So we require almost a minimum 60 units of power.
So there are some standards.
So norms are available.
Norms are available.
So when you compare to international standards, so whereas in steel, cement sector, we are very close.
Okay.
Whereas other sectors like steel, fertilizer, or other, so still there is a gap is there. Lot of gap is there.
There has been a lot of scope for enhancing energy efficiency.
So that means you can able to reduce your energy cost. So the energy cost reduction is the motive of almost all the management, because now there is a huge competition. So huge competition, suppose you want to be market.
Yeah.
So is one major cost reduction is energy. So energy, again, there is opportunities available, and also there is government incentives also there, and also them like targets also there.
Okay.
So want to reduce the meet the target. So as I said, even 1%. Suppose people are paying almost their energy cost. Suppose typical say steel plant. So their energy bill is almost 1,000 crores.
Very right.
So 1,000 crores, even if you say 1%, is a huge 10 crores. So for that, how much you will be spending? So you will be spending hardly maybe if you see the payback period. So payback period is how much you can able to recover your investment. It is sometimes it is even only 1 year, sometimes less than 1 year. So suppose that means if you spend 10 crores, so you will be recovering that 10 crores within 1 year.
Okay.
The same if you put it in your bank. So 10 crores you have available. Because any corporate, what you are getting is only 5 to 6% interest. Whereas here it is 1 year payback means 100% return.
Oh God.
So 100% return, no business can able to give so much returns.
Good. Now we understood that. That means higher the energy consumption, higher the energy cost, more beneficial for them to go for energy studies.
Right.
At the same time, when you are going for this, it is not that easy for calling a consultant, doing the study, implementing. There may be many challenges for the organizations to face. Can you throw some light on?
Yeah, because the problem is, suppose I give as an energy auditor, I will give a saving. Suppose say one company recently we did, so their energy bill is almost 200 crores.
Oh God.
200 crores per annum. Because monthly their electricity bill is almost 16 to 17 crores.
17 crores.
7 crores per month. So we have identified some almost some savings of 10%.
10%.
10%.
Okay.
So for that again he has to spend because 10% is say 20 crores. So again I said you have to spend around 20 crores to investment also around 10 or 20 crores.
Okay.
But problem is he says he didn't have that money.
That is mainly for technology.
Whatever suppose technology are available. Of course, India now all the technology is available. But he says no, he don't want to spend.
Okay.
He wants to spend only minimum requirement and he want to. So that is financing is a big problem. So financing the energy saving opportunities. For that again there is a scheme called ESCO, energy saving service companies. Energy saving company, they will spend, they show savings. From the savings only they recover their money.
Okay.
So this scheme is there, but many people still not able to utilize. Though there are around 125 ESCOs are there in India. So they grade 1 to the. So we are also one of the ESCO. Siri Exergy also one of the ESCO.
Okay.
So but whereas ESL, Energy Efficiency Service Limited, is the super ESCO in India. So they are implementing many of the projects. So like challenges in the sense, just I am giving an example.
Yeah.
Like a GHMC. So our
Hyderabad. Okay.
So GHMC, their energy bill was around 180 crores. 180 crores was the GHMC electricity bill of only street lighting.
For street lighting. Okay.
So they have around 4.5 lakh street lights. So earlier, I'm talking about 4-5 years back. So they didn't have money to implement. To replace all the street lights with LED. So ESL has come forward and they spent around 300 crores.
Okay.
And they replaced. And this, if you see the savings bills, because we have done the baseline audit.
Okay.
We have done the baseline audit for GHMC. and earlier 180 crores. So we have done the wherever before implementation. So we had taken around 25,000 streets. So that is switching points. So 25 because the around 2,500 is 10% were selected and done. And we were taken the lux level and measurement of each power consumption and all, and that is base. So now after implementation again did the same.
Yes, just to see the variation.
Same location. Now there is saving of almost all quantified saving. So 55%.
Oh God.
55% saving is there. And if you see bills, actual bills, because sometimes there is a cost, power cost go up depending on the tariff. If you see the actual bills before after, so there is 180 crores has come down to now 80 crores only.
Oh God.
80 crores. The saving is 100 crores. So 100 crores, this now is the world single largest project. World single largest project of this much scale.
And that is from GHMC.
GHMC.
Oh.
So that is the namesake. It is very good project and a very successful project, and they got so many awards.
Okay.
But problem is implementation again. So they are not getting because it is a ESCO. So they show savings. From the savings only they take back their money.
Okay.
But if you see and recovery, because recovery who has to give? GHMC has to repay.
Yes.
In installments, monthly installment, whatever earlier say 180 crores, that is annum. So now it is only 80 crores, that is big. But problem is they are not able to repay. Now there is a 120 crores backlog for the ESL. So that so like as a consultant, we also did baseline again as a post implementation. Post implementation we show savings before and after. So based on that, because they require some being a government organization, they want a third party to certify. So we certified real there is a savings. But
that is to be assured.
So this is some of the challenges in some of the
and
many of
mainly the challenges mostly of the support required financially.
Main financial problem, particularly government organization like GHMC or any other organization. So those saving is there, but recovery.
Presently some support is there.
But ESCOs
are there, but still there is a scope for government intervention in enhancing this sort of a support, so that many people can go for.
Yeah, this type, because when they didn't have money, so they can approach some ESCO and they get implemented and they get benefit, because like one is capex. Suppose you have money, you spend it.
Okay.
Suppose you didn't have money, so there are OPEX. That company like suppose even solar project, because I said one of the company, one steel plant, they have 200 crores bill and 20 crores is the investment. One company came forward already.
Okay.
He says he will implement the particular solar project. So he implement and suppose typical their cost of power is say 8 rupees. 8 rupees is the unit cost.
Per unit.
And they are offering at say 2 rupees less than the grid rate. So that it is beneficial for the steel industry. Similarly, I will give one more example.
Now here just since we are going through GHMC and other examples, our audience would like to know, actually, interested to know the recent case studies, whatever you have done, very recently done, and where significant improvements and profits or savings were done to the organizations. Can you just mention a few case studies?
So this is already GHMC is a published case study.
Yeah.
It is available data. Even
that is very interesting to the public also.
Even you can able to anywhere in the world, you can see their dashboard. From dashboard it is open dashboard, not it is no password also.
Okay.
You can able to see how many lights are glowing, what is the present power consumption, and they can able to anybody can see.
Excellent.
So that is a open. Another an example I said. We have run one pilot study in Ahmedabad. So there again supported by, so we have given implemented IE3 motors. So 10 motors we have procured ourselves and implementation also we have done and showed savings. Showed savings before after. So this is given a variation of savings. Some places 5%, some places 40% saving.
Okay.
So huge saving just by replacing the motor.
Okay.
This case study is available, and based on this type of case study, 10 motors and different industries.
But when, as a consultant, when you have to procure and install, but that is a huge investment for you. But is it covered
But
as
it is
a
a
part
pilot
of the
project.
Okay.
Somebody is sponsored.
Ah,
This is
then-
somebody is
yeah,
sponsoring.
understood.
So my role is only to procure, do the initial energy audit,
Okay.
and procure and install
Hmm.
and show savings. So based on that, now national motor replacement program is going on. So
National level.
the based on success of this program. So this is a real
Really?
implemented. This also you can say, and the web also it is available.
Okay.
National motor replacement program.
Hmm.
So another we have done for almost 5 airports.
Oh,
5 airports.
our airport at Hyderabad also.
No, we have done for the Varanasi.
Hmm.
We have done for Jabalpur. For the Amritsar International Airport. We have done for another Mangalore, Tirupati.
Oh, wonderful.
So all the places,
Okay.
all the places we have showed almost some 30 to 35% savings.
Okay.
So the
Where does that power consumption is more in
mainly air
airports?
conditioning lighting.
Oh, air
Air
conditioning.
conditioning
Okay.
lighting is because airport use space.
Yes.
So that is a because that is a AI all sponsored. This way the audit is only sponsored by AI. So our role is no implementation is not our role.
Okay.
But we have given a report and they will be we have to implement. So another recent study even we have done for 9 railway locations in Inner and Hyderabad.
Railway arts lighting or?
No, like even our Kachiguda railway station.
Okay.
So Kachiguda railway station, there is a officers club, rest house. Then there is a railway sports complex.
Oh.
So another is Nizamabad railway station,
Oh.
Basra railway station. Why I am giving this example is because if you see the railways, they have what is latest in lighting? LED. They are 100% done it.
Okay.
Already done it. And next is the fans. Fans, there is a BLDC fans available. So BLDC is the latest energy efficient fans, star rated fans. So they are also 100% they implemented.
Oh, on these railway stations. Okay.
Another is solar, where because a lot of use
Open space is
open
available.
space is there. So I already it is implemented. Even then, we have done the investment grade energy audit and still showed saving of 30 to 40%.
Oh God.
So 30 to 40% still scope is there. Again, by using some controls and some energy efficient.
What is the general bill comes monthly, suppose?
There variation is there because sometimes only some of the like say
Suppose Kachiguda
is around 10 lakhs per month.
Lakhs.
And some places only they have one pump house. There is a sheep mandi pump house. So there they are getting around 3 lakhs. So majority of places bill is common.
Okay.
Because the common bill comes and from that is distributed.
Okay.
So like a rail Lilium, Irisate, the sports complex. So they don't get separate bills.
Okay.
So from the feeder comes and that's why there's no separate bills. But even then, because we know what is we have put our monitoring system and monitored and showed savings that is 20 to almost 25 to 30%. And because they want to, railways wants to go for a net zero. So that's why we are helping as part of that scheme, Bureau of Energy scheme. So we have done the audits.
Wonderful. It is amazing to see this sort of a work done. But after listening to you and the sort of a works doing, you must be having a lot of competencies. How you could able to acquire what sort of accreditations and certifications you got this period? Can you please?
And just again you are asking for what are the case studies, etc. So being an energy auditor, so first thing because I want to suggest somebody because I should practice it. So I did my home energy audit.
My home, okay.
So because I have instruments available, so I connected to my fridge, my AC, and my geyser and my laptop. So all the measurements from the fans and measured it.
Yes.
And after measuring, I found and tallied with my bill. So what is the units? So I was getting somewhere around 300 units per month, and bill is somewhere 1,700 rupees.
Oh.
that per monthly. And after doing, I found my fridge is the one of the main culprit because it runs for almost 24 hours. Nobody
For
switches on.
everybody. Yes.
For everybody, it runs corner quietly. So first thing is I replace with star rated.
Okay.
So earlier I have only 165 liters. Now it is 600 liters. Even 600 liters, its consumption is only now one third when compared to earlier.
Okay.
So that is the first thing. Some geyser.
4-star or 5-star it is?
It is a 5-star.
Okay.
Some AC is also gone for the. Just by doing this, now my bill is almost reduced by 30%.
Excellent.
30%.
It's a good thing, common for everybody. It is.
So this I have published in one of the magazine. So my home energy audit. So somebody has read it. And he also implemented similar things.
Okay.
Because lighting, of course, lighting also there is now everybody knows about LED.
Yes.
So people have implemented, and some fans one or two fans I replaced. And just by doing this 30%, that fellow he also done same thing, but he has got 35% saving.
Okay.
So that gives a boost or the motivation.
Many people
Really is possible.
Yes.
So just by minimum investment, that is not any much of investment. So this is possible for anybody.
No, this is interesting. But people would like to know actually what sort of additional qualifications and certifications are available and a consultant should go for what you have done. That is really a learning point for the other cities.
So as energy auditor, again, so I in the state level, we got 5 times best energy auditor award.
Wonderful.
State level.
Congrats.
And the national level, it is a SEAM, Society for Energy Engineers. So there we got 4 times. 4 times because my company started in 2008. So that means hardly 14 years. Within 14 years, we got almost 9 times best energy auditor award. So another last year we got again sustainability award. And also for the GHMC study set, GHMC again we got a innovation project award. So this is we got almost 11 awards so far for the energy efficiency initiatives.
No, it is amazing really. It shows if you want to become an energy consultant and what are the real things you have to update yourself and really worth listening it is. Here when next thing going to, now we are hearing about actually many colonies they are having their solar panels and all. What are the new trends in energy efficiency areas presently which are needed for any of the countries here, particularly for Indian?
Because everybody knows about LED, star rating. So there are people are already for that the consultancy is not required. So for the further we want to do like energy management systems implementation. So again there is nowadays even we have to put a monitoring system. So online monitoring system is available nowadays.
Okay.
So we can able to connect to cloud. So we can able to online, we can monitor. So what is your minute to minute consumption? So that now we can able to see from your even mobile. Suppose you have a small even house. So all the gadgets we can able to connect it to nowadays all smart. So everything is smart now. Smart lighting, smart AC, smartphones. So smartphones you can have an app you can able to download. So through that app you can able to control all your equipment.
Okay.
All equipment.
Like Alexa.
You can able to link with Alexa and also Google Assistant.
Yes, Google Assistant is there.
In fact, we are going to conduct some training program. So in that, I am going to give a free as a quiz. Through quiz, suppose 15 per program. So we are having 10 programs. So I am giving this smart LED bulb as a gift to the students or whoever want to.
Yes.
So this is a smart bulb. This is a free.
So you are telling you have given some gifts like that. Can you just tell what are the services offered by Siri Exergy and the carbon services which you are having under that banner? What are all the services you provide?
Because our company itself, Siri Exergy and Carbon Advisory. So carbon advisory, of course, earlier not much of we did for carbon credits and all. Earlier we started, but they didn't go well. But the energy efficiency again now carbon market is starting.
Yes.
So we are offering one is basic since starting, because since almost 30 years in the same energy field. So we are doing energy audits. That is one is not necessarily mandatory energy audits. So where any company whoever wants to reduce their energy bill, so we are assisting them. So one is energy audits, and also one is another implementation. So implementation, another is certification. That is ISO 9050. ISO 50001. That is energy management systems.
Okay.
Suppose anybody wants to go for this certification.
It is like QMS and
Yeah, it
EMS
is
like
9,000, 14,000. So we will able to help them. So I am again not accredited professional, and also we have
lead auditor.
Lead auditor
Okay.
for ISO 50001, and also lead auditor for ISO 14,064. So
Environmental, no?
No. That is for the carbon footprint. So there is a protocol. So for that I am also a trainer, and also carbon footprint assessor. So we are doing carbon footprint.
So for each area there is a certification, available.
Yeah, and also I'm also one of the IGBC green building lead assessor, lead professional. So for a guy we are giving that also, and also there is again we are doing water audits.
Okay.
So because nowadays water audit also important.
What is that actually?
Suppose you want to produce say power, I said. So maybe minimum you require almost 3 to 3.5 liters of water to produce 1 unit of power. So that is a norm. But many of the industries still they are having higher consumption.
Okay.
So for that now the Minister of Environment and Forest, so they are monitoring. So how to reduce it. So we will do the energy, the water audit, and advise them how to reduce their water footprint. That is called water footprint.
Okay.
So carbon footprint is one thing, and also we will help in the buildings to go for a net zero. So buildings again huge consumption
But
is there.
for that they have to use a different capacity of motors, or that is also
No, but
not
that
required.
is one of the part.
Okay.
Suppose you want to reduce your energy bill. So one of the maybe you can replace motors, maybe go for variable speed drive, you go for a solar thing. So solar also now different. As solar floating has come, solar rooftops have that too. Even rooftops. Suppose earlier we having a even a roof, not a flat roof. So there also people are going. So a lot of things coming in. And the next one thing is the EV charging. So EV is future
electronic vehicles.
Electric vehicles.
Yeah, electric
So
vehicles.
electric vehicles charging, and also use of electric vehicles. So that also is the future. So now there is already people have started to putting a location wherever there is a basements of multi-story building.
Many
and other
communities and gated communities.
Gated communities,
Yes.
highways.
Yes.
So highways also they have there is service. So you can go, you take your car and charge it, and for that they charge depending on the units.
Okay.
So now, some people are charging 1 unit 23 rupees. Even still it is cheaper than your petrol or diesel.
Okay. Depending upon the mileage it gives. Okay.
So this is another highways, because just day for yesterday I was traveling from Hyderabad to Vijayawada. So in between they stopped the one of the vehicle. So they just half an hour they charge again. So that is a very good service.
Yes,
in the sense some already cars are getting charged.
No noise,
no
noise, pollution.
No pollution.
Wonderful.
Cool, and journey also comfortable. So this is the future. I feel maybe in another future there may be hydrogen.
That's what we are hearing.
So hydrogen going to be another major, because here for charging also we need electricity. But electricity again, when you generate electricity again, you are polluting in atmosphere.
Okay.
So whereas in future, if you are going for hydrogen, so it is just is a water electrolysis. We can divide hydrogen, oxygen, so hydrogen available. So there again, if you burn it also hydrogen in the combustion engine, again you are getting water vapor. So there is no problem. So this is going to be another future technology. So already government is working on that, and future we will see most of this type of technologies. So even for charging they sell, because whatever road because now charging, because they has stopped some half an hour or 45 minutes. But instead of that, suppose while traveling itself get charged. So those things also coming.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So there's already there in India also it is going to come shortly.
Yes.
So these are
So the
future
development graph is rising continuously.
So there is
and
huge
this
scope.
is an area of concern. But I think many of the things which we have discussed and with your vast experience we have told, I think will be immensely useful to the people concerned. And but somebody would like to contact you. So how to contact, and do you have? Of course, we'll mention at the end of the
because we
message.
have a website www.siriexergy.com. So from website we can get all the data, and also they can see our mobile, and also there is a same WhatsApp also.
Yes.
And they can contact anytime. So we are ready to even help industry.
Yes.
Not necessarily always we charge, even free audits also we are doing, because we are helping even right now we are doing 15 free studies.
Oh, that's interesting.
Whoever wants to avail their service. So we in fact that free 15 audits. So we do the audit and also identify the energy saving potential and also implement also based on our cost. Implementation also ours.
Oh, God.
So we implement two technologies.
Okay.
Therefore, three segments, three clusters, the identified clusters we are implementing. And after implementation, again we show savings before after. And that will be again make a case study, and there will going to be dissemination workshop. So this is also all free. All free we are offering. So anybody who wants to utilize this our services.
It's a part of your social commitment, or
because somebody is sponsoring, government is sponsoring.
Excellent.
So sometimes so wherever they like we recently helped even like our Ramanuja statue.
Oh, yes.
So for them,
Muchintal.
so we help them. Another there is a Ramchandra mission.
Oh, that is a huge mission.
So again there is a huge campus for them also. We are in free support we are giving. So that whoever wants our services, we are ready to support them.
Excellent. Subramanian garu, this is a very, very rich experience for the audience and for me also, sitting with you and discussing all these aspects. And before formally concluding it, just what is the message you would like to give to the people regarding this energy area? And
because whatever energy now, many people say we have already saved, we have so much have reduced. Some people say 55% saved, somebody say 60% saved. Then where is the scope for further improvement?
Yes.
Why is always scope for improvement?
Yes.
Because always new things are coming. Suppose LED, there is a better LED. Even solar, there is a better solar. So even in the star rating also, suppose earlier last year it is a 5-star. Now that 5-star this year will become only 4-star. So always scope for improvement.
Yes.
So even and star rated products, that is standards and labeling also we are helping. We are doing 10 programs to free of cost. So free of cost we are doing. So for each participant we are giving one 32 GB pen drive free. And also reading material and also certificate. So free of cost. So whoever wants to take opportunity, they can attend our program.
Yes.
And get benefit. We are going to train.
So they can be in touch with you through your website and contact details are there.
So 1400 people at 10 locations we are doing. So whoever wants, they can attend, and this is a free program for the participant.
Because it's a great opportunity for them, and many people may not be knowing what is happening and what are the opportunities available. And thanks a lot, Dr. Subramaniam, for joining us for this particular meeting and giving your valuable experiences and sharing your valuable experiences. It will be of a great help to the people. And once again, sincerely, thank you for joining us. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Kumar Garu. Thanks a lot.